No, I have you noticed that a lot of us civil servants, we think, okay, because we're in a certain position, and our neighborhood sees us in a different way, a certain way, so we don't want to get into other, side hustles. Why do we think like that?
It's because of who we are culturally as Nigerians, and let me explain.
Is it Nigerians or human beings?
I cannot speak for other.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I'm structuring what I'm saying around my cultural context. You see, let me give an example. I saw, let me see, my sister-in-law, she's selling stuff online, jewelry. And I watched some of her videos when she said, oh, please come and buy from me. Very sweet videos, and everything. And, I've had some experience in marketing. I picked the phone up to tell the young lady that I know what you're trying to do, and everything. You feel that by being that way, you're likely going to attract customers. But people are strange. The fact that you're using please and all of this, they will boycott you. They won't go there. They'll think you are desperate. You think you are being courteous. They think you are desperate. So what you do is just showcase what you have in the best way you possibly can, and then let people who want it come for it. But the minute they start hearing, please, you think you are being courteous, you'll be more, they'll stay away. They think you don't have enough customers, so you are begging. Yeah. And that's how the typical Nigerian is, unfortunately. There's this passage in the Bible that says, to him who has not, to him who has shall more be given, and to him who has not, even the little he has shall be taken away. I used to think that was the most unfair thing to read in the Bible. Unfortunately, it happens to be describing what happens in real life. A bank will not give you money until they know you don't need it. There's a saying like that, and it's true. Yeah. It is true. You have to have collateral to get money. Yes. So the really poor person that cannot find food, a bank is not going to give you money. You understand? That's how life goes. So let's imagine that you're the commissioner of finance somewhere. You were doing so well and everything. You were there for 4 years. You even had 1 or 2 small things going on the side. You were doing well. Then something happened. You got sacked. Within 1 year, you are now on very, very hard times. And then all of a sudden, people see you sitting by the roadside selling fresh bread. You get mocked to kingdom come and back. Sure. And it's not everybody that has the capacity to handle that. It's not that they're saying, I passed to sell bread. It's, okay, I start selling bread. My enemies now realize that I'm in such a vulnerable state that they can really stomp me down into the ground and bury me. And so it's a lot of nuances. It's not just, oh, I'm too special to do this. No. You know what your challenges are even within the family. There are some people you are broke in the family, you don't want them to hear. Because they're the ones that will go around telling the whole world, this person, when she had money, there was just once, so I told her that she should give me a loan of 100,000, she refused. Is she not the one now begging people for 10,000?
But seriously, should that influence or affect us in making money?
It should not, but it does.
We shouldn't.
It shouldn't, but it does.
True.
All right.
You would think that, for instance, that, okay, somebody who is not solvent right now, let's say the person has 2 cars, the person should sell 1 car now, use that car, put the... But you know what? The minute you sell that 1 car, people are like, life don't be hard for this one. And you need those people to patronize you. You understand? Mm. So it's a vicious cycle. Yeah. It requires, I don't blame people who cannot go down openly for people to see. I don't blame them because it's a vicious world. If you have the capacity to be like, yes, it's bread I'm selling. If you like, mock me. Fine. Fine. I personally am the kind of person who has the mentality that as long as it's not illegal and you can do it and it will put food on your table, just try, work on your mental state. I personally believe that I'll have the last laugh.
Yes.
So it's okay, laugh at me now.
I'll laugh later.
In the long run, I'm going to be laughing, but I'll be laughing for joy, for myself. True. Because I'll not come down to your level and laugh at you if you fall on hard times.
We were saying the same. We were saying something just before we came on air about, a staff who uses his own car to take passengers when he's going home. And I said, look, this is something people could do. Just like what Devon is saying, it's ego. Most of our problems stem from ego and refusal to accept our current reality. Nigeria is hard. Most people don't even drive their cars anymore because they can't afford to fuel it. Yeah. And I remember I was telling you before we started the show, I remember when we got married newly, myself, I think 1 year or 2 years into our marriage, we lived in Kubwa. When we come into town, we were going back, we stopped and took passengers going to Kubwa. And that was what we were using to fuel the car. Yes, myself and my husband, both of us in front, and we take 3 passengers at the back. Whatever they paid us was what we used to top fuel the next day. But this is history today. You see, the thing about life is we all go through troubled times. Not accepting it, wanting people to keep seeing, and you see this village people mentality. We don't want our village people to laugh at our misfortune. We don't want our village people to say this. They will still talk nonetheless. I think the most important thing is accepting your reality.
You know the thing that saddens my heart, like I tell people, I just realize people are always, what will people say about me? What will people say about me? He said, the minute you just remove that mindset, I remembered, I fly economy. And most of the time I'm upgraded, maybe world traveler, then maybe I can pay an extra to stay by the aisle. Do you know that people in business class are coming to meet me and they are vexed, they're angry? How are you going to sit down for economy? And I look at all these people. The business class you sat, of what benefits is it giving you? If it was the days of British Caledonia, where I already know who is sitting by me and I'm looking for a business, I can meet the guy then, it's a different thing, that we can talk business. Right now, it doesn't work that way. So the bottom line here is that I always tell people, if you're sitting in business class, how much are you earning? How much are you traveling with? I sit in economy, you come and meet me like a week after when we've traveled to tell me that your money is finished. So who gets sense pass? Because the biggest problem I notice in Nigeria is that people want people's affirmations.
Yes.
And I feel the minute we change that kind of mindset, then we can move forward.